RTO here. Welcome to a very wet and windy, cold day here in Northampton. But we have got something to get our teeth into. We've got round 2, tie 2 of Battle Royale. Well, we are trying to find the greatest album of all time according to you guys. And today it's Revolver by the Beatles from Pulsar and David Bowie's Diamond Dogs from Richard McCook. And as you know, in round 2 we're looking at more of the album artwork and how it was put together and all that sort of thing, and little facts and figures about the creation of the cover. So Revolver come out of the hat first on this one, so let's have a look at Revolver. So there is the Revolver cover. Quite black and white. Now that is the condensed picture. Now the next one is actually the bigger picture, and I think that's a lot better. I like that a lot better than what it is. So if we look on the back cover, it just tells you the tracks and a picture of the band. So who designed this one? Well, the cover of Revolver was actually created by German-born bassist and artist Klaus Voormann, and he's one of the Beatles' oldest friends from their time in Hamburg in the early 60s. Voormann's artwork as things he did at college, using most photographs and incorporating drawings. In his drawings of the 4 Beatles, Voormann drew inspiration from the work of the 19th century illustrator Aubrey Beardsley. And there is a picture of where we got the inspiration for this cover. He did have a long-running exhibition at London's Victoria and Albert Museum in 1966, so it really influenced Voormann. And then Voormann actually placed various photos with the tangle of hair connects the 4 faces. Someone wrote that the drawings show each Beatle in another state of consciousness, such as the older images to be tumbling out from them. Voormann's aim for this was to reflect the radical departure from the sound, especially from Tomorrow Never Knows. His choice of black and white covers was absolutely deliberate to the preference of vivid cover. He submitted to the work to the Beatles manager Epstein and wept overjoyed about it. And he said that Voormann had captured the experimental tone of this album. You also do other images as well. So let's have a look at the back cover. Now the back cover included a photo of the Beatles. Was taken by Robert Whittaker at Abbey Road on the 19th of May of that year. And it's supposed to demonstrate the Beatles' adoption of fashions and boutiques that had recently opened up in Carnaby Street. Lennon wore a long-collared paisley shirt from Granny Takes a Trip, while Harrison was dressed in a wide-lapelled velvet jacket designed by Hung On You. It's great, isn't it? So what else have we got? The choice of sunglasses was another experimental thing. The oblong-shaped lens for Levin, the oval pair worn by Ringo. Absolutely bizarre. Gould, a chap called Gould, describes Starr's glasses as ludicrously bug-eyed and considers the cover design to be consistent with the break from the past. So yeah, it is a great cover. Roger Whittaker is also the guy that did that horrible cover for the American Yesterday and Today, which we don't talk about because we don't particularly like it. So there we go. That is the cover of Revolver. It's a good look, Pulsar. It still remains a great album. Got some great tracks on it. Some very significant ones, and it was that change. So let's have a look at Richard's album, Diamond Dogs, from David Bowie. So there we are. There is the iconic Diamond Dogs cover. But if you open it up, you get that, which, dearie oh dear, I just don't like the second side. I think it's hideous. Sorry, Richard, I just think it's not very good. But this is the proper back, and it hasn't got David's head on. And it's got the usual thing. It's got the list of tracks, who plays on it. Forgetting Anna Aisley Dunbar drummed on this. And Herbie Flowers played bass. It tells you who engineered it. But, yeah, so where did this one come from? Well, this was done by an artist from Belgium called Guy Pielert. He was an artist, painter, illustrator, and comic artist photographer. Most famous for the book of Rock Dreams. So there's Rock Dreams. And he did It's Only Rock and Roll as well. He also designed posters for Taxi Driver, Texas, and Shortcuts, and stuff for Frankie Goes to Hollywood, in the painting titled Frank Sinatra, which features Frankie Goes to Hollywood as well. But this, for Diamond Dogs, see, he was from an aristocratical family, and he studied fine arts, and he came heavily influenced by British and American pop culture, and he did his comic strip. So this is quite a comic strip thing. His style was a psychedelic art as well. So it is a strange one, isn't it? When he came to this as well, the first picture was released as a 17.5 inches 32 on a poster, that big thing. It was not brilliant, so they just cut it down on that. So yeah, it is an interesting cover. So let's just compare the both colours. I mean, you got one in black and white that's absolutely stunning and stands out, and you've got Diamond Dogs does the same but in colour. They're so recognisable, these two covers. You know, they are. I mean, they're big albums with big covers, and I think that's why these albums were successful. It's to do with the artwork. Okay, we got the bizarre one of Bowie when you open it up and all the legs and the dog, but luckily they only didn't use the whole thing they put in the lyrics and that. So there we go. There's the two covers of this week's entries. If you still haven't, you've now got to make up which one you want to go through to the quarter-final. Very tough choice. You can still use the shorts and listen to them, or you can think, oh, you can go on which has got the best cover. It doesn't matter. You still just got to vote. So, well, where do you vote? Well, you should know now, but I shall tell you anyway. It's on the community page, which appears at 2 p.m. today, and Dave takes it down at midnight on Wednesday. Well, going into Thursday, so he can give us the results next week, and there'll be a poll on the live stream as well. Now, next week we've got as Jimmy Barnes put, because it's one of his, is Technique against the Sex Pistols, Never Mind the Bollocks. Again, two very iconic covers. There's quite a few iconic covers in the second round, which is really good. So good luck to Pulsar and Richard on this one. Be an interesting one, this is. So I'll be back later with we've got pick and mix, and we're looking at the top 10 singles on this day in America in 1962. I don't hold much up for the weather today. It is so dark now. It seems to be getting darker. The skies look quite snowy. Oh dear. I will see you later. Bye for now.